Hello, my name is David Shorey, and I'm going to show you a step-by-step Mocha Pro track. This is a fairly typical project where I have footage of a plant and a graphic that needs to be tracked onto it. The footage moves all around. The frame that I am putting the graphic on is in the middle, and the graphic is animated. So let me start up Mocha Pro. I will create a new project, start bringing in the clip. As you notice that the sequence is a JPEG sequence starting at frame 64. This frame rate needs to be set at the same frame rate as your composition. In my case, it is 24 frames per second. And in the advanced settings, I set the frame offset to 64. That way, the frames will line up as far as my frame number compared to the After Effects composition. I had done this before, so I want to overwrite. Yes. Now I have my clip. As you can see, it bounces around and there's quite a bit of motion blur. I am going to draw a rough shape using an X-spline around the area of the plant I want to track, right-clicking to end. Now, at this point, I am going to leave all of these settings at their default, because I'm just trying to do a track with the minimal amount of settings as far as different buttons that I'm pushing. As you can see, even though this is really blurry footage and I haven't even tweaked the settings, it is tracking fairly solid. And I will let it go through and track the entire thing. The other important thing is the align surface, which I will need to actually make sure that I set on the exact frame that I have my graphic created. I'm going to fast forward through the tracking so that I get to the different steps that you'll need in order to get your track into After Effects. Now that my tracking is complete, I can scrub through and see how well it tracked just by the shape. There's more tools that I can go in to help me visualize how well the track is, but I just want to give you the basics of how to track and get it back into After Effects. I'm going to go to frame 124. This is the actual frame that my graphic was created from, the original clip that I took this from. So at this point, I can hit Align Surface and export my tracking data. I want to use After Effects Corner Pin supports motion blur, because there's a lot of motion blur going on in this track. Copy it to clipboard. Go back into After Effects, find the first frame, select the layer, and Control V to paste it. It will then distort it into my graphic, into the plant where I want it to be, and I will RAM preview it, hitting 0 on the numeric keypad, and you can see how well this works. and you can see the motion blur occurring in the track itself. You can go back and refine the graphic if you like, but that is the basics of it. I hope you like this tutorial. Thank you very much for watching.